Do you want it? Okay, so remember I told you guys I'm on like this frugal, gonna finish everything in the house sort of situation. Well, okay, you're in luck, and I'm gonna show you making this delicious lasagna. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. All right, I'll do my best one-handed while I'm videoing. So here's how I make my frugal lasagna. Okay, I first I get a can of already made, because I told you I'm using everything in my house, right? Already a jar of already made tomato sauce, right? I got my fresh herbs that I showed you guys that I was making earlier. So with the can or jar, the ratio here, because I'm not using oven ready noodles, I'm using regular noodles. You need to add water to it so that the water will hydrate the noodles when they cook. So you need a little extra since they're not oven ready. So first I put down my noodles. And remember, I'm doing this single-handed, so please don't judge or complain, because everyone likes to complain. Then I put a little more sauce, right? You got to put enough sauce on everything. You got to really make sure everything's wet. So since I'm vegan, an annoying vegan, what I do is I just crumble up any kind of tofu. I like to use sprouted organic, but I mean, it's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. And you're not going to grow boobs. That is a fallacy that the internet's been spreading about tofu. It's ridiculous. You'll grow bigger boobs if you eat a hamburger once a week. Nobody complains about that. Okay, so then I just, that's the tofu. And then I just take the herbs I made and I spread them out like that. And you just keep repeating it, right? And unfortunately, for some people who don't like veggies that much, I like to use piselli, because that's a Sicilian thing we do. We add peas to everything. So I'm not going to put too much because my one daughter doesn't love peas. She'll eat them in a lasagna, but that's it, and not too many. So I like to put a little like dried herbs or spices, whatever you like, because the sauce will be slightly less flavorful because of the water ratios. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Herbs, lots of herbs, and then you put the lasagna back down. And after you do this, you finish it, and you add everything you're supposed to add to it. You just put it in the oven for 1 hour on 400 to, you can go as high as 410, 420 for an hour. Got to cover it with the tin foil. I got to tell you, it's pretty freaking delicious. People are going to like not know, first of all, that this is not ricotta, because it's not ricotta. It is tofu. But I put a little lemon juice in it, salt and pepper, and that's it. And then, you know, with the herbs, it's incredible. I can't even tell you how easy, delicious, and really much healthier than using cheese or using all right, so now remember, I made this herb stuff, and this herb stuff has lemon juice, salt, pepper, basil, a little bit of basil, a little bit of parsley, and cilantro, because these are all really strong and health providing herbs that really help with the immune system. And that's, I mean, the pasta, I don't know how good that pasta is, but I'm using everything in my house, as I've mentioned before, and I'm doing like, I'm like trying to keep a budget this month, which I've never done before really to this extent. And everything I'll be making and showing you guys is going to be from my house. Like, I didn't shop for it. My goal is to use everything that I have in my house. So every night, it's not like a really planned dinner. It's more like, what do I have and how can I make it work? And, you know, I'm trying to be cost effective and healthy at the same time. So, I mean, it's kind of a difficult task to be cost effective and healthy, but you can do it if you really put your mind to it. You know, like I got all organic ingredients here that have just been sitting in my cupboard. And now I get to use them and they won't go bad. You know, because sometimes if you leave the pasta too long, you know, how many boxes of pasta have you thrown out with those little, we call them mealy bugs. I don't know where we got that name from, if it's even a real thing. I never Googled it. And yeah, eventually they come and ruin all your pasta. So you gotta use it before they come. I don't want to eat bugs. It's disgusting. I guess if you're hungry enough, you're gonna do that, but I rather not. I choose not to. So I'm just showing everyone, if you're just tuning in, how to make a super easy pasta dish with, I'm not using oven ready noodles, I'm using regular noodles. So you just change the ratio of your sauce so it's more watery so that it will cook the lasagna. And you don't really need to buy, you don't have to buy the oven ready or boil them. If you just cook them a little bit longer, it takes about an hour, 400 degrees, and it cooks them, and it's al dente. It's not like soft. I don't like that soft, super soft lasagnas. I mean, I'm not gonna complain if somebody serves it to me, but obviously. Hi Leo, I'm making lasagna. I don't know if you know, this month I am not shopping for the whole month of February. I'm just using all the ingredients that I typically have in my house. I want to be able to use everything and start from scratch. So I cleaned out my fridge. I cleaned out my freezer. So everything's really organized because I'm not going to be able to shop. You know, sometimes when you can't find an ingredient, you know you have it somewhere, but you're like, ugh, I'm not going to search for it. Okay, so Leo, this is not ricotta. This is, I just crumble up tofu and I add lemon juice, salt, and pepper. Some people like to add nutritional yeast and different things. Oh, too much. Abort. And yeah, I just do salt and pepper. I'll add a little extra. I like this onion powder on everything. I'm a weirdo. And then I made this herb spread, spice, whatever you call it, because I know everyone's concerned about getting a virus. And this has tons of garlic, tons of onions. It's got Italian parsley, some basil. It's got onions, I don't know, whatever. I did the video. It's on my page if you want to look at it. I can't really think right now. I want to get this lasagna done. So I'm using like I said, oven-ready noodles once again. And you just make the sauce watery. So you do like a 1-to-1 ratio of your sauce. And that's so that you can be sure that it's going to cook these noodles because they're not oven-ready noodles. So you put it in the oven for about an hour. This is my last layer. You got to cover it with foil because it needs the moisture to cook. And yeah, this is what's up. This is my frugal, semi-healthy, trying to make good stuff. It's frugal February. I came up with that just now. I'm just trying to be like super aware of where my money goes because I'm part of like this minimalist page, and they said, you know, $27 a day of miscellaneous spending is $10,000 a year, and I spend more than that in a day. I mean, a lot more than that, and it's kind of like, holy crap, how come I don't have $10,000 at the end of the year? So yeah, this is it. This is my easy couple of ingredient lasagna. Got to make sure you slather the herbs on it though, because that's the only redeeming factor here. You want to be sure it's really tasty. So put a lot of the herbs. I have the herb recipe. I showed it online. It's just, you put a bunch of herbs and lemon, lots of lemon, and garlic, obviously. And you just mix them up, oil, and you cook with it. And it's like nothing can taste bad if you're doing this. And it's so healthy. It actually puts nutrition back into the equation here because people do not think about nutrition anymore. All right, so that's that. I showed you guys how to make my lasagna. I've made this thing for 1 million people, and they never know it's vegan. I swear to God. Bree, do they ever know it's vegan? No. They never know. And when they do, they don't care. They still come back. Anyway, so here's the thing. It's delicious. It's healthy. Nothing was harmed in producing it. So try it and you'll be surprised. Thanks for watching. And sorry about the shaky camera and the yapping. Have a great day. Aloha.